Hold up, fam. Get ready for your rapid-fire market report for January 15th. 2026, we're diving deep from macro to micro, don't blink. Macro! First, the big picture from January 14th. U.S. markets closed mostly down. The S&P 500 dipped 0.53%, and the Nasdaq 100 slid 1.07%. Only the Russell 2000 managed a 0.70% gain. Economic data from January 14th shows a hot economy. November's PPI jumped 3.0%, surpassing the 2.7% forecast, and retail sales rose 0.6%, beating expectations. This strength kept the Fed on alert. Though 10-year Treasury yields saw a slight dip to 4.138%. The Fed's Beige Book, also on the 14th, noted moderate growth, but highlighted a widening gap in consumer spending. Our Fear and Greed Index hit 58 on January 15th. Firmly in greed territory, President Trump, as of January 15th, confirmed he has no plans to fire Fed Chair Powell, calming some market jitters. However, he then imposed a 25% tariff on specific AI chips like NVIDIA H200 and AMD MI325X. If they transit through the U.S., critically, his decision on January 15th to defer new critical mineral tariffs sent silver prices tumbling over 7%. Sector. Shifting to sectors, January 14th was a tale of two markets. Energy, consumer defensive, and basic materials were the clear winners, up 1.91%, 1.01%, and 0.93% respectively. Technology, however, lagged significantly, down 1.37%, with consumer cyclicals also falling 1.55%. The AI boom continues to create fascinating market dynamics. A January 15th report indicates soaring memory. Chip demand is fueling gains for manufacturers like Micron, but hardware giants such as Apple and HP are bracing for increased component costs throughout 2026, potentially squeezing their profit margins. Stocks. Now for the individual stocks making waves on January 15th. TSM is a major highlight. They just delivered stellar Q4 2025 earnings with net profit, surging 35% year over year, absolutely crushing estimates thanks to relentless AI chip demand. They're boosting 2026 capex to $52 to $56 billion for cutting-edge 2nm production. Conversely, NVIDIA faces fresh challenges. Trump's 25% tariff on their H200 AI chips and reports on January 15th that China is drafting purchase limits create significant regulatory headwinds. Amazon AMZN is expanding its global cloud footprint. On January 15th, they launched their AWS Europe Sovereign Cloud, backed by a €7.8 billion investment in Germany. This targets data, sovereignty concerns, and unlocks new regional growth. Meanwhile, Microsoft MSFT is under antitrust scrutiny. Swiss authorities announced on January 15th they're probing Microsoft 365. Licensing price increases, a potential obstacle for their dominant enterprise software division. And finally, watch Alibaba. On January 15th, they unveiled plans to integrate shopping, travel, and payments into their Qwen AI app, aiming to create a one-stop AI platform for 100 million users. This bold move could redefine their AI-powered e-commerce strategy. Want faster economic news? Subscribe, like, and set alerts for brief shorts. News, brothers and sisters, stay sharp.